Science Explorers. This is your lead scientist, Miss Shirley. Today's lesson is what do plants and animals need? By the end of this lesson, you're going to be able to learn what do plants and animals need. Animals need plants for food and shelter. Plants need animals to help pollinate and spread seeds. And animals pollinate plants and disperse seeds in different ways. In our last class, we learned plants depend on animals for fertilization, pollination, and spreading seeds. Animals depend on plants for food and shelter. Plants and animals depend on each other in every habitat. They often need animals to move their seeds or pollinate to make new plants. Let's reintroduce some words we need to learn for this lesson. Pollinate, to fertilize a flower plant. Disperse, to spread. Okay, science explorers, we are going to learn more about what plants and animals need, and we're going to explore and review and investigate some questions we might have. Let's watch a video to learn more about what plants and animals need.
In many places around the world, plants and animals all live together happily. How does this happen? Like building a house, plants and animals have different jobs to make living in the same place possible. People building a house work on different parts, just like plants and animals all work together in different ways in order to live happily. One way different species live together is by providing food and doing favors for each other. For example, birds often help hippos by picking the harmful bugs off of hippos' backs. In return, the birds are able to eat these bugs for food. Trees and bushes help animals by providing food for them to eat. Without plants, many animals would have nothing to eat and would have to travel very far to find food. Many kinds of plants are needed for different animals to have food, just like giraffes need tall trees to eat from since they are so tall. Not all animals eat plants though. Some eat other smaller animals, which creates the process called the food chain. In the food chain, the sun helps plants grow, which are eaten by animals. Larger animals prey on the smaller ones. When these predators die, their bodies are broken down into nutrients that help plants grow. Plants need these nutrients to grow not only to provide food for animals, but also to make healthier water for animals to drink. During a process called photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide from animals and sunlight to create oxygen. This oxygen creates healthier air and water for animals. In return, animals help plants by spreading their seeds and pollinating other plants with these seeds. Another way plants and animals help each other is by providing protection. For example, birds can make nests in tree branches to lay their eggs out of harm's way. For some creatures, plants are often more supportive for building homes than the ground, where they can be ruined. For other animals and insects, strong, sturdy plants are needed for survival. When the caterpillar changes to a butterfly, it needs a location to safely transform itself. Once the butterfly has transformed, it repays plants by continuing to pollinate other plants. The last way animals depend on plants is for weather protection. When the sun is too hot, some animals need shade. When there is precipitation, animals need protection from tree limbs, shrubs, and other plants. Even animals underwater need protection from sun and weather. Many fish find protection in coral. This coral is also used as food to eat by some smaller fish. This is just the beginning step in the underwater food chain. No matter the location on Earth, plants and animals must work together to provide each other with food and protection from other creatures and the weather. By helping each other, different species can live together happily in the same ecosystem.
Okay, science explorers, now let's explore and review some more information about what plants and animals need. So animals, including butterflies, need food, water, and shelter to survive. Plants need water, sunlight, space, and nutrients to grow. So plants and animals depend on each other in a habitat. Animals pollinate flowering plants and spread seeds. Plants provide food and shelter for animals. So let's explore. At the beginning of this unit, we made butterfly habitat designs in some of our lessons. So let's take out those butterfly habitat drawings now. Please add new things you've learned in your drawings or tell us what you added to your original drawing. Okay, Science Explorers, draw on this slide so we know exactly what you've added to your butterfly habitat. Now, Science Explorers, why did you include the plant you did? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. Why will butterflies be attracted to this habitat? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. I'm going to read a little blurb, so that's going to help you. A habitat is a natural environment in which plants and animals live. In a habitat, any organism must find food, shelter, protection, and a way to reproduce. Also, how will you make sure the plants have enough water to stay healthy so they keep flowering and the butterflies will have them for food? So if it doesn't rain, how will the plants be watered? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. In addition, how will you make sure the plants have enough sunlight to stay healthy so they keep flowering and butterflies will have them for food? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. And what might harm butterflies in this habitat? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. And to summarize, what will happen to this habitat next year? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. And how will plants produce new plants? Think, 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 Science Explorers. Write your response. And finally, what did you think of today's lesson? Okay, Science Explorers, today we learned what plants and animals need and how they depend on each other. Until next time, ciao for now.